Good morning, viewers. Welcome to ST Money's Morning News, your weekday business news channel. It's Monday morning, October 7, 2024, and I'm your host, Sunil Thakker of Sunny Talks Funny. Let's roll. The Dow posted a record closing high on Friday, and the Nasdaq ended with more than 1% gain as a stronger than expected jobs report reassured investors who had worried the economy might be getting too weak. US job gains increased in September by the most in 6 months, and the unemployment rate fell to 4.1%, the report showed. On the back of this report, all three major stock indexes rose after a stronger than expected jobs report showed robust health in the labor market. The climb came after Friday's payrolls report showed the US added 254,000 jobs in September, topping forecasts by more than 100,000 positions. Gains in previous months were revised up, and the unemployment rate also defied expectations, moderating to 4.1%. Employment is important to the Fed's deliberations about how far and how fast to bring down interest rates. Friday's jobs report also helped reassure some economists that the Fed is on track to cool inflation without a significant decline in economic activity. It is a good surprise, but also this may now slow the pace of rate cuts. Futures traders stepped up best at the Federal Reserve's next move when policymakers meet in November will be a modest quarter point cut. Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 341 points or 0.81% to 40,352. The S&P 500 gained 51 points or 0.90% to 55,751. And the Nasdaq Composite added 219 points or 1.22% to 18,137. Small caps and financials outperformed with the Russell 2000 index up 1.5% and the S&P 500 financials index up 1.6%. Spirit Airlines shares dropped 24.6% while other airlines jumped after reports showed it was in talks with bondholders about a potential bankruptcy filing. Rival JetBlue Airways, which had sought to acquire Spirit, gained 14%. Frontier Group shot up 16.4%, while United Airlines rose 6.5% and the Delta Airlines climbed 3.8%. In other stocks, Rivian shares fell 3.2% after the electric vehicle startup cut its full year production forecast and delivered fewer vehicles than expected in the third quarter. Meanwhile, the shares of Albemarle, the world's largest lithium producer, surged 8.2%. The parent company of UGG, Hoka, and Teva footwear brands, Decker's Outdoor shares, added 6.4% on the day. Concerns about Fed rate cuts and the trajectory of mortgage rates weighed on companies in the home building industry. Shares of home builders D.R. Horton fell 2.9%, while shares of both Lennar and Pult Group were down 2.5%. Third quarter earnings for S&P 500 companies are expected to unofficially begin next week. Major financial firms highlight next week's reports with JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and BlackRock due on October 11. The S&P Energy Index rose 1.1% on the day, along with higher oil prices. With the Middle East concerns, the index jumped 7% for the week, its biggest weekly percentage gain since October 2022. US ports on the East and the Gulf Coast reopened, but clearing the cargo backlog will likely take time. Bond yields jumped and the dollar strengthened. Treasury yields jumped as bond prices fell. The yield on the 10-year note rose to 3.980%, notching its largest weekly gain in nearly a year. Oil prices advanced. Brent crude gained more than 9% for the week to top $78 a barrel, its largest weekly gain since January 2023. Gold is steady at $2,658 per ounce. That's it for today, folks. See you tomorrow morning. In the meantime, let us know in the comment section what are your thoughts for the market. Happy investing, stay inspired, and remember, it's all about money.